What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here for showing what's going on currently on the GBF. As for right now, the event that we are having is Table for 6. Let's check it out first. I will not go through the details because I'm pretty sure everyone got the details of it, but let me give what I think should be useful. 150 pieces of half elixir is very useful for this event because you'll be like keep spamming on whatever you have, and then you get this half elixirs just for the stocks for the next game. So soul berries, I don't know about you guys, but I have plenty of it because I recently didn't play much, but I would say yes, go for it. But make sure this two is your last selection. First one, I would say better get the premium draw, Damascus crystal, and lineage ring. Coronation is kind of like if you need it then get it, if you're not then sure, but because coronation ring is more towards like a really low chance to get whatever updates that you want on your character later on. As for steel brick, this is a must. For me this is a must because with a steel brick you can do a lot of stuff. Collecting it from the early game on the future, you won't even care about it anymore. Just like keep on spamming whatever you want and that's it. Win earn is a kind of situational thing. If you really want to build a specific team, you will get the earn early on. That's what I will say. So let's say if your team is a win to begin with, yes, start the win earn as early as possible. But if you feel like your win team is kinda okay, don't need any updates for the time being, yes, you can skip this win earn too. Because from all of this that I speak, these two main thing is not what you want. I'm not saying that this is bullshit or this is bad, but HPA is not really what I want to have in my summon list. So I would say just if you have this HPA, just reduce it, because the 20 piece of what was the fragment name again? Anyway, just the fragment that you use for reducing this will give you quite a good stuff to begin with. And then for the dandelion, just use it for leveling up your weapons and such. So salad tongs and roasting skewer also the same. You don't need to get it from this trade-off, you just get it based from the drop. So that is it from me for whatever you want to trade on in the event of Table for 6. I don't know whether I can show you guys something awesome or not, but let me just show what I will be doing on the maniac part. A little bit of note is that I'm not always that lucky when it comes to fighting maniac. Sometimes I guess, like, you know, I dope. So let's try this out. I think I bring the wrong group. Shit, never mind. I'm still kinda confused. Not confused, I'm still not so sure whether should I really upping my Night Hound or not, because the reason why I chose her because I want to play around with Shiva's bow to see how it goes. But let me know if you guys know what happens if you using Night Hound with Shiva bow. Is it going to be much better than using a Glory Bringer with the Shiva's with the Ifrit katana? This is the part that I don't really like actually, because the way she hit is way too hard along with the debuff. I'm really don't want to do this, but whatever, let's try this first. Because I remember after the overdrive situation, she will just shot poison and shit like that. I would lose one unit if I'm not too careful with this. This is what I don't like. Okay, let's go with Purifying. Usually this kind of fight modes, I think someone can bring up like much better rules or plans to fight this. But yeah, right now I'm having a lot of like doubts. I shouldn't be fired that off. I should have been waiting for the next round to just shoot his Tetra. The reason why I didn't put my Athena in front, because I feel like Ilsa is much stronger comparing to her, and also because currently my Ilsa is fully boosted with the what was it called? Extension mastery or whatever that is, I forgot already, but yes. So she is maxed with that, while Athena is just plain level 80. So that's also one thing. I still have to use like a lot of time maybe just to grind the status out into a perfect result later on, but yeah, for now I'm also quite low on the lineage ring myself, so I'm just like, you know, kind of wing it, see where I go with this. But for up till now, I'm looking at the quite worth result, I would say. It's not like the worst result ever, due to my settings is like I'm quite confident in my setting right now. It's just I couldn't be dealing a perfect full damage from it for now. I mean, due to the fact that a lot of my units was not fully prepared yet, and my grade 2, that's the hardest part. I don't have the the Ifrit axe, I think. Yeah, that one I still don't have it, because when Xeno Ifrit was first come out for me, when he first come out was last year, and I was still just a new player in this game, so it really gave me a hard time to collect on those stuff. This is a bad thing now, because I should have if I have the armor reduced since the first fight, this will be a much better damage. I'll just bet for this crap first. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have a proper armor reducer. Should have called my Omega first. Alright. Yeah, we should have to be able to dealing a constant good damage from now on. Yeah, one more thing also, this Fira loves to kind of give you debuff, so you have to make sure if you have someone that can do status removal, that would be great. But I wouldn't be saying that it is a must, because by the looks of it, she did deliver like huge amount of damage, but not that hard as if you're fighting like the huge event damage dealer unit. So this is kind of like okay-ish unit, okay-ish enemy, sorry. So just I don't know, if you couldn't deal with this, better just stick with the usual extreme instead of going for the maniac, because you're just wasting much more time with this. Unless if you have a standard grade to play with, like maybe a 5 pieces of Omega, then just, yeah, you can just win this. Mind you, my Omega grade is, I have only 2 that is max till 4 star, and the rest of it, like some of it is 3 star, some of them is like 1 star, so I don't really have that much luck for the time being when farming for the stuff. Yeah, that's it. So I would say it's not like the hardest game ever, because given the situation that this Maniac game mode you can only play twice per day, so if you really can beat this, yes, please do. If you want to give it a try, well, give it a try maybe one time, just like to see whether are you good enough to beat it or not. If not, then just give it, go for the extreme. It ain't gonna hurt you much, because the event is quite a long period of it. And yeah, I don't really know, but every time when I hit on the Maniac, I will always get the nightmare difficulty. I don't know about you guys, but do let me know though. Is it like based on luck even if you fight against Maniac, or what? So let's just get this over with. And aside from this event, it's also linked to the Let's Hang. Although like this event is like kind of weird. Every time you look at the scenes of those three guys, what was his name again? Yeah, these HPA guys, is very funny, the way they talk, the way they use their words. And one more thing is that what I noticed from this event is that I think everyone also feels that is the Fira coming out, because when the Fira robot coming out, is that everyone is having a little bit of like annoyance and hate, I think. To me, I was like, okay, why would the robot version coming out? Maybe I didn't read the lore good enough, but if you know, do let me know. Yeah, this is the reason why I love Ilsa so much, because she just straight away giving this debuff, the attacks and special attack have chance to miss. That is really good. I think I do it a mistake, so don't do as the same way I did, because just now what mistake that I've done is that, and I forgot to turn on the what this boss is trying to do. Every time when she hits the overdrive, she will just straight on shooting skills with auto debuff from whatever you have, your buff that you have. So make sure that you kind of save up some skills before you go for it. So this is it. I didn't really do a good job, but anyway, because I don't feel like I have to keep on doing this like for a lot of times while recording, because you know, thing that I usually do when I'm playing these games is basically just like, you know, play while maybe I was watching animes, or maybe while I was doing work, or while I'm just like laying down, because it doesn't really like, I don't want to be like kinda way too rush myself with this game, so I just do something that I feel like I wanted. This is a interesting thing, but I'll just check that out later. Anyway, let's go for the next thing. So the next event that is going to come will be Unite and Fight. So from the GBF wiki, the information stated that our next enemy will be the light. So in order to fight with this light, you will need a dark unit that is I want to say that you have to have a dark unit that can do like one hit KO. To me, you can just go with whatever you have and make sure that you have friends, or you send requests that per one shot it can deal with the enemy like fast, because this is the kind of event that you need to spam on hard, like real hard, man. You must not like kind of like slow it down a bit, because the moment when you slow it down, you will get your jutens into a much slower pace, and that is not what you want. As for the details of how to get the best out of that, I might be able to tell you, but it's not on this video, maybe on the later bit, because I also need to get some sample or something to showcase for you guys. Well, Anyway, this is my duck. I know this is a very very sad setup, but this is the only thing that I have. I'm still trying to max out this True Say No because I just kind of max on the star I think a few days ago, and then I start to collecting the experience EXP weapons, angel weapons, and just pump it into this unit. So I also have this Shilin sword, but not really the best. I think Shilin bow is much better, along with Fallen sword. Yeah, I still have to max this shit out too. A lot of stuff that I need to be playing with, but the reason why I mean on my position is that I have a good enough summon setting to go, which is I think the moment when I have this Typhon, I'm good enough to play with any enemies. I think so. I forgot to change this because recently I just acquired Death, but I still need some time to go. The reason why I picked Death is simply just because of the sub. So 3% boost to die allies damage dealt against light foes. So for the event later on, I might be dealing maybe a bit extra damage than it should be. Although you see, like, it's for the 3k, it doesn't really like dealing that much. I think per unit I can deal on the max damage under the right situation, maybe like a million or two max. So I don't know about I don't know what will happen when I'm up against the actual bosses during the unite and fight. So anyway, what I will say to you guys, make sure if you never have a guild before until now, or crew, make sure you join one, because this is very important. The second thing is make sure you get whatever you need to max out your die. Great. And I hope you good luck for the next game, for the next event, sorry. I will see you again soon. I'm also quite curious with the notification that just now jumped in. Well, anyway, I'll let you know soon. Bye bye.